Everybody, it's Brene, and and I'm trying to figure out how to use my phone. Okay, yesterday I put up a post because I saw, actually Steve, okay, wait, view request, Kelty. So here's the story. Let's wait till Kelty gets on. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi! How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Welcome to my Insta Live.
This is insane to me. This is so crazy.
Is it crazy?
Yeah, I've been a huge fan of your work forever. So this is just like a dream come true.
Okay, so let's tell everybody the story. Okay. So everybody, I'm Brene, meet Kelty. Am I saying it right? Is it Kelty?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Meet Kelty. So Steve comes downstairs the other night and said, I have a favorite post of 2020. And I'm like, oh my God, what is it? And he shows me the picture of your daring greatly. That's what we call it at home. Your daring greatly tattoo, where you got daring greatly tattooed on your arm, but they misspelled greatly, right? Greatlty, greatly. Yeah. And I was like, oh, geez, guy, they misspelled her tattoo. And we see thousands of tattoos. So I'm always like, that's so amazing. But it was your caption that stole my heart. So you put in your caption, I went in for daring greatly, but I came out with the gifts of imperfection. Okay, tell me, first of all, tell me how you know about my work.
Yeah, I sent you this in a message, but we grew up, I'm actually Canadian. So I was born in Calgary, Alberta, but we lived in Houston for most of our life. And my mom was a huge fan of your work and would go to, I think she went to some of your lectures before your book, like The Gifts of Imperfection, was released. And I have her like copy that she dog-eared and wrote notes in, like parenting notes on how to parent us that we still have. So my family loves you. And my sister, who's like sitting in the wings over here.
Tell her to stick her head in and say hi.
Oh, she's gonna, yeah, come in, come on. This is Brady. She actually came up with the
Hi,
sassy.
Renee.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to meet you too. I told Kelty I'm gonna get pure genius tattooed on me now because
yeah,
that was all me.
Yeah, she was really sassy because I didn't realize the tattoo. But anyway, so we know your work from our mom, and we've just followed you for a long time. We both listen to your podcast and talk about it every week, and we get all of your books pre-ordered. So big fans.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so grateful to your mom for introducing y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And handing down the dog-eared gifts, right?
Yeah.
I will tell you, it's weird because out of all the books that I've written, that book seems more like lived in than any other book in terms of tags and and maybe it's because I'm still trying to put that stuff into practice. I'm a solid C+.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me about when you go in. Tell me about when you notice the tattoo is wrong.
So here's the thing. I just went in because my friend and I have this friendship tattoo that we wanted to kind of add some stuff to. And my poor tattoo artist, who I adore and has done a lot of my work, I took her a literal like bag of cards from my grandma because my mom's mom is very dear to us since we lost our mom 6 years ago. And she's now blind, so she can't write anything, but I really wanted daring greatly in her handwriting. So I took her all these cards and I said, can you just piece together the words from these cards? And she said, yeah, no problem. So she did it. It looked amazing. And it was definitely misspelled then. Like when I went back the next day to show her, it was misspelled before she even put it on me. But I think I just didn't notice because your mind kind of like fills it in.
For sure.
Yeah. And so I left the tattoo shop super happy, sent a picture to my sister, sent it to a bunch of family. And then I was sending it to a friend. And when I looked at the picture I had sent, I was like, wait, greatly, it doesn't have 2 T's. Like, so I didn't realize. And then I kind of sat there for a second and I was like, okay, I can either tell no one and just go get it covered up tomorrow. and my sister's never gonna let me live this down, or I can just go show her. So she was studying for finals, and I went upstairs and showed her, and she fell off her chair. She was laughing so hard. And then we FaceTimed anyone that would pick up to get them to read it. And they'd be like, yeah, it looks great. I'm like, read it again.
So how did that caption, I mean, just, I went in for Daring Greatly and came out with the Gifts of Imperfection. I mean, I in the post that I put up yesterday, I was like, raise your hand if you've lived that. And like, everyone was like, oh my God.
Yeah, my sister was being kind of sassy when she had figured out that it was misspelled. And she said, wow, you really wanted to dare greatly, but you came out with the Gifts of Imperfection, didn't you? And I said, I'm going to tweet that. And she was like, okay, Kelty, you have 90 Twitter followers. No one cares.
I care, Kelty, I care. So I think I would bet a lot of money that in the next 3-6 months, there are going to be a lot of Daring Greatly tattoos, because a lot of people on Instagram and Facebook were like, I'm getting this tattooed right now. So you have, and if I were to ever get a tattoo, it would say Daring Greatly. Because it's just
You have to tell her that. I don't want to do it, cover it up.
too good. So let me ask you this. You're in graduate school getting your MPH, right? Your master's in public health.
Yes.
In epidemiology.
Yes.
And you are right now working as a frontline nurse.
Yes. Yeah.
We are really, really grateful to you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a tough year for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think you're amazing. I think that Daring Greatly is going to be my new thing.
Okay, I have to tell you something though.
Please
Renee.
go.
So the tattoo's in my grandma's handwriting, and she was a librarian. So I called her when this happened, and I said, theoretically, if I had gotten a tattoo in your name or in your handwriting and it was spelt wrong, would you want it fixed? And she said, yes, because I was a librarian for 35 years. Like, what do you mean you got something spelt wrong on your body? So I got it covered up like the next day, because everyone that I FaceTimed was like, you have to fix that.
Perfect.
And I was like, okay, yeah. So I did. I went and got this like really beautiful vine. You can still see it through the leaves. I was like, you can't fully cover it because it's too funny. It's too funny. And my tattoo artist was so embarrassed about it, and I felt bad. But,
oh my God, I love it. So now Daring Greatly is peeking out to us behind some vines.
yeah. Yeah.
That's even better. Okay, for all of y'all listening, you'll need to have Daring Greatly put on and then vines covering it. If you're going to go full Kelty. And what's your grandma's name, Kelty?
Her name is Bernice, but we call her Grandma B.
If you're going to go full Kelty Grandma B, you're going to have to do Daring Greatly and then some vines.
That's amazing.
I think this could be a thing.
I think it might be based on the post. I found it very entertaining how many people were excited to get that, either in a sticker or like a tattoo or something.
Yeah, because I mean, we're all 2020 shit showed up over here, right?
Yeah, a lot of FFTs, a lot of just exhaustion.
I'm sorry. Can I just say?
Yes, come on in. Okay,
Kelty
tell me
is not a 2020 shit show, my friend.
Right.
No, but like, Kelty, I told her this last night, and we were talking about it this morning.
Yeah.
Kelty and FFTs are best friends. So Kelty has had the best 2020 of anyone I know, and it is because she is the queen of FFTs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I did.
If you need some research on FFTs, this is your test subject.
Kelty, are you the full embracer of the FFT?
Love them. Yeah. I know. Rare breed. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Man, so you do vulnerability, you do uncertainty.
Like, I think I do it without knowing that I'm doing it, because I just like new experiences. And I'm never afraid to like ask a dumb question, because I think with nursing, you're kind of taught there are no dumb questions because people's lives are at stake. So it is what it is. But yeah, so this year has been a lot of FFTs, you know, graduating in a pandemic, starting grad school in a pandemic. I went to Harvard over the summer, which is crazy. And yeah, it's just been a wild ride, but
everybody's asking what are FFTs. And so FFT stands for effin', your decision on how you want to do it. Then, although I will say, after watching this blooper reel from Alex Trebek, Canadians are not afraid of the F-bomb, baby.
We're not. No, ma'am.
And I would say, your proclivity for FUCK plus the clogs that you wear make me an honorary Canadian.
I'd say, yes.
I'd
absolutely.
say for sure. So you started graduate school in epidemiology, your MPH, Master's in Public Health. Oh, I forgot to say FFTs, F in first times, like the first time when you have to do stuff where you're awkward and goofy and uncomfortable and it sucks. But Kelty's good at it. Okay, so for Kelty and Grandma B, let me tell you my librarian story real quick, just as a tribute to Grandma B.
Absolutely.
How do you say her name again? Is it Grandma B?
Yes, Grandma B. Yeah.
Grandma B. So I had Ellen when I was in my PhD program, and I taught, but I didn't have a faculty office because I was a doctoral student, obviously, so you don't get your own anything. And so I would bring her with me to teach sometimes because she was a newborn, and I would go into the library and try to nurse her. And I would nurse her in the stacks. Like I would go to the most least visited place in our library at the University of Houston, and I would nurse her there. And I'm nursing her, and I've got something over me, and I'm nursing, and like 3 or 4 librarians walk up to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so busted. And they looked really serious, and they said, you just can't sit on the floor and nurse in the library. It's not okay. And I'm like, I apologize. It's like, no, you shouldn't apologize. There should be somewhere for you to go. We've made a room for you. Can you believe that? And I was like, what do you mean? I just started crying. I said, what do you mean? She said, we've made a nursing room for you. And we know you're in the Cordy section a lot because that's where all the social work stuff is. So we've made it close to that. But we've made a little room for you with a chair, and we put some clean wipes. And yeah, that's how much I love librarians.
I'll have to tell her that. She will love that.
Yes, including Grandma B. All right, Kelty, you have started the Daring Greatly trend. We wish you big success in your MPH program. We appreciate you showing up as a nurse during the middle of this pandemic. I know you're a mask wearer and a believer in all those things because you're on the front lines. I appreciate your efficacy around that. And it's been so fun to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so lovely to meet you as well.
Bye. And tell your sister, you want to come back in? Come on, sis.
Bye, Brené Brown. So nice to meet you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
You too.
Okay, y'all have to stay on for a while because my FFT is turning this sucker off by myself. I got no help. Let's see. Well, I guess I just turn it off. I'm going to go to the X. I wish I could hem y'all out. Bye. Awkward, brave, and kind to each other, folks. Can't give up on people. We're all we have. Okay.